5 Best 4K 144Hz Gaming Monitor Review. Hi guys, welcome to Best Gaming Monitor YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to checking out 5 Best 4K 144Hz Gaming Monitor you can buy right now. I made this list based on my personal opinions and hours of research. We listed them based on quality, durability, features, price and more. If you want more information and updated pricing of the products mentioned, be sure to check the links in the description down. Okay, so let's get started with the video. If you are looking for the best 4K 144Hz monitor, look no further. A 4K monitor for gaming like this will elevate your gaming experience and make a great addition to your gaming setup. 4K resolution is a horizontal display resolution of approximately 4000 pixels. A 144Hz monitor refreshes the image 144 per second. So what does that mean? A monitor with 4K and 144Hz will display the image quality with extra sharp and quick visuals, giving you the best view and experience. Number 5. LG 27G950B. Screen size and aspect ratio 27 inches 16:9. Panel type IPS. Refresh rate 144Hz. Response time GTG 1ms. Adaptive sync chasing compatibility FreeSync. The LG 27G950 is a 27 4K 144Hz IPS gaming monitor with a rapid 1ms response time, chasing compatibility and display HDR 600 support. With a speed, accurate color and high contrast, there is tough competition on this page, but the 27G950B stands out with some of the best input lag scores we have seen of a 144Hz monitor. Local dimming producing VLI contrast, wide and accurate color gamut, fast and responsive, oversaturated sRGB mode. Image quality is also a sight to hold with an edge array backlight with a local dimming feature. The 27G950B doesn't quite hit felt level HDR but still bought stellar performance with 8475.3:1 contrast ratio. LG also implemented its nano IPS panel, the answer to Samsung Quantum Dot Tech, to achieve massive color coverage 94.5% of DCI-P3 and 133.9% of sRGBs after raw recommended calibration. They really made games pop. Further, it delivers both vibrant and accurate colors fit for color critical work and a decent HDR picture quality thanks to the display HDR 600 certification. Number 4. ROG Swift PG43UQ. Best 4K 144Hz monitor. Screen size 43, aspect ratio 16:9, resolution 3840 by 2160. Panel type VA G-Sync compatible. HDR display HDR 1000. Brightness 1000 CD by M2. Refresh rate 144Hz. Response time 1ms. Viewing angle 178S by 178V. Contrast ratio 4000:1. Color support 10-bit, 8-bit plus FRC. Inputs 2 by HDMI 2.0, 2 by DisplayPort 1.4. Weight 33.73 pounds. Size 38.37 by 24.85 by 9.54. The ROG Swift PG43UQ is a beautiful big monitor with a 4K display and fast 144Hz refresh rate. But for the price, it could do something better. A high resolution is great and all, but the best way to probably appreciate it is with a large display that stands to benefit more from the increased pixel count. As this 43-inch gaming monitor verges on TV-like proportions, it also borrows some of the TV market's best feature while using DisplayPort, so you don't have to buy new cables or trade off resolution for higher refresh rates. If you are looking for a big screen to fill up your gaming space with gorgeous visuals, it's difficult to find a better choice than the ROG Swift PG43UQ, a 43-inch 4K gaming monitor with a 144Hz refresh rate. The ROG Swift PG47UQ offers up a gaming-grade display with a 144Hz rate and low response time. Asus paired that with a variable refresh rate that will work wonders on both AMD and NVIDIA graphic cards by way of FreeSync 2 and G-Sync compatibility. Asus tops it all off with some of the most impressive HDR you can get off a monitor, through a 1000 nit peak brightness, 10-bit color depth, and a 4000:1 contrast ratio that all will make for stunning imagery in games. Number 3. Alienware AW27-2HF. Refresh rate 240Hz, response time 1 ms, screen size 27, resolution 1920 by 1080, aspect ratio 16:9, panel type IPS, brightness 350 CD by M2, contrast ratio 1001, color depth 8 bits, 1080p 240Hz IPS FreeSync gaming monitor. The Dell AW2720HF is a 27 1080p 240Hz gaming monitor with an IPS panel that offers vibrant colors as well as a rapid response time speed. The Alienware AW2720HF is by far the most all-rounding gaming monitor on this list. Not only does it showcase fantastic performance specifications, but it also displays superb aesthetics and pretty good value for money too. Dell AW2720HF is a very good 240Hz monitor with an IPS panel and 1080p resolution. In addition to its quick response time, low input lag and FreeSync support, it's a real treat for competitive gamers. However, its low pixel density might repel some users. The Alienware AW2720HF says it's alright in the name with the HF to indicate high frequency as in the high refresh rate. At least that's what we think the HF stands for. It's a 27-inch IPS panel with a blazing fast 240Hz refresh rate, 1 ms response time and compatibility with both FreeSync and ChainSync. The Dell Alienware AW2720HF is a good monitor with impressive gaming performance and a sleek modern design. It features a 240Hz IPS panel to provide smooth gameplay and it has a native FreeSync support to reduce screen tearing. Unfortunately, its subpar contrast ratio and awful black uniformity aren't ideal for dark rooms. Number 2. Razer Raptor 27 best 4K 144Hz gaming monitor. Screen size and aspect ratio 27 inches 16:9, resolution 2560 by 1440 at 144Hz. Panel type IPS, refresh rate 144Hz, response time GTT 4ms. The Razer Raptor 27 is the best gaming monitor for 144Hz refresh rate. It'll make any gamer unit jealous with premium touches like an RGB stand, flat screen cables for cable management and drool-worthy build quality. Plus, SDR delivery is some of the best we have seen in an S-lit panel yet. The Raptor 27 is a stunning first-ever gaming monitor for Razer, combining high style and excellent performance in a solidly built package that will be the envy of fellow gamers. The Raptor 27 is started with a premium quality IPS panel that runs natively at 10-bit using an 8-bit core with frame rate conversion (FRC). This gives it the necessary bandwidth to run SDR content without downsampling. Despite its 144Hz refresh rate, the Raptor 27 was able to stay competitive with 165Hz monitor in our benchmarking. There wasn't significant motion blur, but Finically pro-level players will have to choose between dealing with it or activating the backlight strobe, which limits you to 120Hz. Number 1. Momentum 436 M6V BPAB, size 43, resolution 3840 by 2160, max refresh rate 60Hz, pixel type VA, variable refresh rate FreeSync, 4K HDR FreeSync console gaming monitor. The Philips 436 M6V BPAB is the best console gaming monitor for PS4 Pro and Xbox One X. It offers through HDR support, low input lag FreeSync. The Philips 436 M6V BPAB is a perfect display for 4K 60Hz console gaming. It's got an enormous 43-inch screen with low input lag, quick response time, stunning image quality, AMD FreeSync and HDR support. It has a wider color gamut, high peaker brightness, and it offers more features like picture-in-picture and a USB-C port that support DisplayPort ALT mode. Unfortunately, its response time is only decent and the refresh rate is limited to 60Hz. Also, its viewing angles are much narrower, which is expected of a VA panel. The Philips 436 M6V BPAB input lag is only 6 ms, which is far lower than any TV can achieve at this price range. Furthermore, with a response time of 4 ms in overdrive, the smart response feature or 7 ms without, there is very little ghosting and motion blur visible in fast-paced games, even in darker scenes. Of course, an OLED TV would provide you with faster response time, but it's also considerably more expensive. No LED TV comes close to the Philips 436 M6 96 vbpab when it comes to the pixel transition speed. Final thoughts on 4K 144Hz monitors. Do some research before choosing a 4K 144Hz monitor in your life will be that much better fit your new gadgets. What is a 4K 144Hz monitor? A 4K 144Hz gaming monitor displays the refreshes 144 times per second to show the best and sharpest images, which is essential for gaming. To take full advantage of a 4K 144Hz monitor and have your games run on their ultra settings at a proper 100 plus FPS range, you're going to need an NVLink and a multi-GPU setup. The minimum build for such a feed will require utilizing two RTX 2070 Super GPUs, while the recommended build would be using two RTX 2080 Ti GPUs in order to reach the 120 plus FPS range. That being said, let's take a look at the current 4K 144Hz monitors for gaming in the market.